Hello, everyone. How's everyone this evening? My, what a shit storm. The hell, I didn't even do anything. I was just watching. I've seen my name 1,000 times. I figured I would get the blame for it, though. That's okay. It's obvious they can no longer deny it. That, yeah, I'm back. I'm going to be back all night. So, even though his mods were saying nobody was blocked, blah, 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 all you have to do is go to Frankie Jr.'s page and you can see that they were blocked. So, now with the Peyton Houston girl, the governor of Alabama came out today and added $5,000 to the already $6,000 reward for any information leading. They said they've exhausted all the leads that they have. So the governor of Alabama came out and joined this. So hopefully, I'm not saying we done anything to get anything to do that, but it couldn't have hurt. So I tell you one thing, guys, I would have hated to been a spiner over there tonight. I thought you could have a difference of opinion. I thought you could comment as long as you didn't use names and so forth. The name. It's funny to me that they can say, "Call me Lice Man," and it's not deleted, but they can say, "Why was Frank Rusek's comments deleted or blocked?" and that's deleted immediately. So that just blows my mind. Maureen and Ruthie got a taste of their own medicine. Now they know how it feels to not be able to voice your opinion. And that's, guys, that's why I preach on here about not blocking. Because when we block comments and people don't have a right to say what they want to say, then we're just as bad as AD's channel. Now, there's got to be times when we obviously have to take care, when we have issues where we have to do something. If you come in here and you completely disrupt, you can't do that. If you come in here and you call a mod a bitch or a hag or what have you, we can't have that. If you come in here with a difference of opinion, it's welcomed. So let's just get that straight. So just come here, voice your opinion in a respectful way. Don't threaten to shoot someone in the head, and you'll be fine. Apparently, it was said on AD's live that Braun threatened him with a gun. Well, I think everyone here seen who got threatened with what. That's the lovely thing about having witnesses and everything being on camera. People lie, the camera doesn't. Yes, correct, Don. If you're voicing your opinion, you're welcomed. If you're just insulting people, you're not. And the fact is, if you're just here to insult people, you're probably on the wrong channel anyway, because I don't like to insult anyone. Yeah, it was me who was threatened. I tell you what, that just shows. And here's the thing, guys, threats like that don't scare me. They don't bother me. Number one, if somebody's really going to come and put a gun to my head, uh, they're not going to come on YouTube and tell me about it. Probably not. Uh, Frankie was completely clear that he was blocked. No, I didn't see that, Don. What did it say? All I can say is it turned into one hell of a shitstorm tonight. But with me, guys, I'm in the United States. Things are a little different here. I own guns myself. I've never threatened anyone with a gun. I was raised to never threaten anyone with a gun. You never point a gun loaded or unloaded at anyone. Um, Guns are for self defense and for protecting your family. Now, I would never threaten anyone, but I will say if someone shows up at my house to do harm to me or my family, then I will do what's necessary. Check my email, okay? Yep, I've got that one. I got it. Well, thank you, Just Joy. Appreciate that. Second Amendment right. Uh, no, I never threatened AD at all. And I've never threatened anybody on my channel, period. Uh, all right, Jerry, thank you. Whatever is necessary. That's correct. What was Dee Dee's question? I didn't see it. All right, Linda, thank you. Someone came on earlier during my live and threatened to shoot me in the head. SWAT me. What does swatting mean I guess, in English or terms? What did she say? Jessica, I didn't see it. Oh, okay. Well, that's what he said. Um, he said we would see who was laughing when I was swatted and had a gun to my head. And he said it in here in front of everybody, and that was the only threat that was made. Um, They come in on a raid and people have been killed. Yeah, I think my son told me about that. Well, that's what was said, that I would be. Bobby Williams is who said it, but it could have been anyone. Well, the good thing about it is most of the police in this town know me, and they know good and well that if they come here, they don't have any trouble. I'm a concealed carry licenser. I'm at the sheriff's department a lot because you have to stay on top of that stuff. They do know my residence. You have to register when you become a concealed carry holder. So they can say what they want. Evidence and due process always wins in the end. So it's all good. Make a police report. Well, Gray Hughes was in here earlier when it happened, and he was saying that they won't even take it seriously. I'm in the USA, yeah. I'm a legend. I doubt that. AD is a person, armchair detective. No, well, I have a police record, but that's not how they know me. Well, thank you, Just Joy. Us Kentuckians are always carrying. That is true. Yeah, I live in a small town. I know you was, Samer. What up, Lady Hawk? Yeah, I wasn't recording anything. I wasn't recording his live at all. No, not at all. I wouldn't do something stupid to get a hello, very Mary. I wouldn't do something stupid like that to get a copyright strike. I think he's around 40, if I'm not sure, Don. Well, thank you, Grant. I have no idea. They just come in. We was having Saturday Night Live with Mel and Moxley, and this guy come in acting like a total douche and started making threats. And no, he never did speak on Frankie Jr. No, AD's son is. See, they asked how old AD's son was. I said, I think around 40. But they was having a show tonight on dogs that come in and do the scents and stuff like that. And Frank Jr. was on there asking him to stop again. Hey, I got a video I can show you guys. Do y'all want to see the video, Frankie Jr.'s video? Hello, Sheila. How are you? That's very kind of you to say. Okay, hang on, guys. I'll show you all Frankie's video.
My dad and I were just on AD's channel, and we got blocked as usual because he doesn't want to listen to us, and he never will. My dad and I were just on AD's channel, and we got blocked as usual because he doesn't want to listen to us, and he never will. He just wants the money and he wants the popularity. We all know it. And everyone's saying that my page isn't real. Well, here you go, assholes. How's this for you? I'm sick of it and tired of it. Leave my fucking family alone. Leave us alone. I'm sick and tired of it. We all are.
So there you go. Now for everyone on his page that's saying it wasn't the real Frank or Frankie, there's no denying who that was. So yeah, he took the video down immediately. He took it down or somebody removed it. And Frankie, we are tired of it too. There's so many other cases for him to go on to. Just like yesterday, I covered Peyton Houston. Tonight, the first thing he talked about was Peyton Houston, and he called her Painted Houston. He can't even pronounce people's names right. He apologized last week to Sean Carey. The guy's name is Shane Carey. And just talk amongst yourself for a minute, guys. I have to use the bathroom. I've drank a lot of L8. Sorry. I went ahead and put some shorts on too because those pants, I've gained a lot of weight. They were killing me. Okay, I'm back. Now, so just for the record, guys, I'm going to go over it one more time. You guys know when I started my channel, I always said I don't want to block anyone. I've always said that. The channel has grown tremendously in 3 to 4 months. Of course, kind of. With that being said, the channel growing the way it is, we need some rules. These are for the loyal subs. They're for new subs. They're for everyone. We want you to come here and voice your opinion in a respectful way. Your opinion can be different, and that's fine and dandy. if you come in here, be respectful. If you cuss the moderators out or use bad language towards them, you will be timed out. If you can continue to do this, you will be blocked. And you know, guys, I don't like blocking anyone. If you make a threat on someone's life, you will be blocked. So we respect your opinion, but you have to do it in a respectful way. And please try to understand that. That's for everyone. Now, also, I've been talking to you guys and getting messages and emails that say that you miss like the intimate feel of a small group where the group's gotten a lot bigger. So I had an idea earlier today of what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably, now this is just an idea I came up with today. This is just so the people that like the small, intimate setting where we can all kind of talk with each other and we can all interact with each other, is I'm going to start doing videos on Patreon. And this is going to be for us people that want to be a small group, where we can all come in and talk to each other. You can join the Patreon for as little as $1. You can give more than $1, but you can join for as little as $1. I don't have tiers like other channels do. Just $1 or up, whatever you want to donate, and you're in Patreon. Now, Patreon also supports my YouTube channel. So when you join Patreon, you're not only joining Patreon, you're helping support my channel. If you like my channel, then you can join Patreon anyway. But what I plan on doing, I usually do an hour, hour and a half every day on YouTube, sometimes 2 hours. Sometimes I've gone 5 hours. With that said, I will probably start dividing it up, doing an hour on YouTube and an hour on Patreon for the Patreon subscribers, where we can have that small, intimate type feeling that we had when my channel first started. Then we'll still also have the YouTube channel where it can be a large crowd, as large as it wants to grow to. And then we don't have to worry, we can still have our intimate group setting in the Patreon after the YouTube channel. Now, if it was up to me, I wouldn't charge anything for it, but the $1 thing is Patreon's rule. So I can't control that. If I could say 50 cents, you could join. It's not up to me. It's up to Patreon. But if you want to do that, it's $1 or more. You can do anything you want. Join that, and then we will have some kind of live in Patreon. Now, the reason I say it'll take a couple of weeks to get this up and running is, number one, I don't know how to do lives on Patreon. I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. Yeah, I can put you up. Well, I'll run the banner for Patreon across the bottom of the screen. This, on the bottom of the screen, the ticker that's running that. Just go to that website and you can join for as little as $1. And then we will start having the small intimate settings in the Patreon, like some of you guys have mentioned to me that you really like. Sorry, trying to read messages. So we'll do that. Well, at the bottom of the screen, it says www.patreon.com/Brian Moxley. You can go to that. It's $1 per month. Short girl. On the first of every month, the Patreon takes the $1 off of your debit card. I know you. How are you, True Psych Ward? Doing all right? Yes, Turkey Mom. I will still be doing videos here. The reason I'm doing this is a lot of you guys are, and guys and gals message me, email me, and you say, I know the channel's growing, blah, blah, blah. But I miss it when it was just 1,000 of us and we were all in an intimate setting and group like that. That's what I'm saying. If you join the Patreon, I'm going to do a video there. It will have that small, intimate type feel. And we can do our smaller videos there. Oh, thank you, Katie. Appreciate that. Should we all paste the link to Frankie's video on all of AD's Watts videos? Well, that would probably take a while to do that, but it's a free country. You can do what you want to do. But I think there's quite a few, so I don't know how long that would take. It's been a pretty eventful night, that's for sure. Oh my God, Bron, my 9-year-old just asked me if you was DJ Khaled. I'm not sure who's DJ Khaled. I'll have to look him up. You only see the $5 tier. You can put in any amount you want. You don't have to put. You can change the $5 to $1, and you can put any amount you want. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just having a brain fart right now. I'm focusing on too many things at one time. I have those a lot, if you guys haven't noticed. Yeah, and if you go to my YouTube page on the home page, up in the top on the cover photo, it says Facebook, PayPal, Patreon. I think that's the only 3 I have. So if you check that out. Well, I got to see who this DJ Khaled is, because this might be a compliment or a put down. I'm not sure. So we'll have to see. Really? You think I might look like him? You see how I investigate, guys? When somebody tells me something, I don't just believe it. I go and investigate. I don't think I look like that guy. But hey, everybody's got their own opinion, right? Somebody says they're 60 and know who DJ Khaled is. Well, thanks a lot, YOY. I'm just kidding. Do I look? I'm not saying this in a bad way. It's an honest to God question. Do I look biracial? No, it's a serious question. I don't have anything against any races. I'm not racist, even though I've been accused by other creators that I am. It's just a question. Stroke the blank beard, Bron Moxley. Oh, I didn't know what you said there for a minute. It's the beard. Well, thank you. It's okay. I'm just playing with you, by the way. I do have a sense of humor, and I'm just playing a little bit with you. It's the beard. I've got some good news for some of you guys. I'm going to shave my beard tomorrow. All of it off, straight down to the skin. I'm just kidding. I'm not really going to go do that. But that's another thing that kind of aggravated me a little bit tonight, is in that shitstorm that we all witnessed tonight, and we all witnessed that, believe it. Well, thank you, Starshine. We all witnessed the shitstorm, okay? Now, during the shitstorm, so from here on out, if you hear me say the shitstorm, you all will know the event that I am talking about. So, anyways, during the shitstorm that we all witnessed tonight, all of the comments were being deleted. Anything that said Rusek was being deleted. Why did you block Frank? Deleted. Why did you do this to Frankie? Deleted. Hey, the Lice Man has a new video up. Not deleted. So I don't get it. It's all right to call me the Lice Man, and you can leave that up. But if you ask why the Ruseks were banned, that's not that's deleted every time. That's a little bit. And also, guys, I also want to tell you this. A lot of times, I do read your guys' comments. I do. I used to either like or respond to every one of them, but it got so out of control I couldn't keep up. I still do read them. A lot of them, I love them. A lot of them make me chuckle, like this one here I'm going to read to you guys. This is pretty good. Or at least I thought it was good. Now, this comment is from a YouTuber, Dragging Up. It says, Mox is faking his accent. I'm not sure why, but he definitely is not born and raised in the UK or Australia. Holy shit. This guy's brilliant. So anyways, I do a couple of laughing faces and say, are you a detective? I tell everyone I'm from Kentucky. He then goes on to comment further that when I first started doing YouTube videos, I told everybody I was from Australia. I know I did not. Now, what I did do is I did do this. When I first started doing my YouTube videos, I said I was from the UK, the University of Kentucky. That's what I said. Now, he says that I fake my accent. Well, let me tell you guys, this is a Southern accent. Boy, I've had it all my life. It's a long Southern drawl. If I could change it, I would change it in a heartbeat. But it is what it is. I'm born with it, and there's nothing I can do. Ivana, the shitstorm is what happened on Armchair Detectives channel tonight. He, hopefully after tonight, he will listen and move on. Move on. You're hurting these people. But I do have an accent, and it's not Australian or UK. But when I do my parodies of a certain detective, I'm not a detective. However, I do play one on YouTube. But when I do play my detective, I try to have an accent. Some of you guys says it's not very good. Some of you guys say you love it. It is what it is. So, well, thank you, Claire Bear. I like your name, Claire Bear. Jog on. But I have never, just so for the record, I have never said I was from Australia. I have said I was from the UK, but immediately after saying UK, I said University of Kentucky because I'm from Kentucky. And I've always told you guys that. He won't move on. He thinks he's more important than the actual family. You know, I had an idea earlier today, guys. I said somebody should create a channel where all they do is talk about his daughter and his grandkids all day, every day, and see how he would react to it. And he would probably say, "Oh, poor pitiful me. They're attacking me. They're attacking me. Spanners, subs, go get on their channel and attack them. They've attacked me." It's always attacking him, but he never sees what he does to anyone else. Delusions of grandeur. If somebody would start a channel and talk about his daughter and grandkids every day, he would suddenly be the victim. He would then say, YouTube's going to put a stop to you guys January 10th talking about my family. But yet this family continuously asks him to stop, and he doesn't. That's a good question, friend. There is so many cases out there that he can move on to. So many cases. Okay, Mel, what is the name of your channel? Mel has created a channel, guys. Good news. Mel, BBM. I can't tell you what BBM stands for because I don't know. I'm not trying to be a detective and say I don't know because I do know because I don't. But Mel BBM has created a channel. Hold on. Your English accent is brilliant, Ron. I'd love to see you try Australian. I'm from Australia. G'day, mate. G'day, mate. How about we put another shrimp on the barbie? How's that, guys? Is that any good? BBM, Big Booty Mel. Just kidding, just kidding. He has 45,000 subs that could help find a missing person. Trouble is, Pat, he does not have 45,000 subs. He really doesn't. The numbers do not add up. If you have 45,000 subs, you're going to usually have around 4,500 people in live. If you have anywhere from 150 to 1,000, you probably have anywhere from 1,150 to 10,000 subs. Uh-oh. Is it Best Boobs Male? We're going to have a guessing game to guess what BBM stands for. His subs have went down since Frankie's video. Good. Maybe after tonight they will listen. Did anyone hear him say that video that YouTube was going to get rid of kids unwrapping toys? Brian's Toys happened to make $26 million last year. The thing about that, guys, is the unwrapping videos, the unboxing videos, they're not going to get rid of those. They're just going to make them child-friendly channels. When I make a video, I check it that if it's child-friendly for children under the age of 13. Most of my videos I consider not child-friendly for anyone under the age of 13. So I mark it not child-friendly. Big beefy minge. Oh, ignored me, but made a point of commenting to another that he would never threaten or hurt anyone. Male BBM noise. He would always have a lot more in chat if he had 45,000 subs. I've heard that YouTube is going to do a sweep of inactive subs. And I would like to see what his is going to be after. BBM stands for Bronze Best Mate. I like that one. Mel, why don't you put your channel up, the link in chat for the people? Bronze best male. Give me a second, guys. Beautiful bright male, bad bowel movement, better be merry. Beautiful bright male. How in the world does someone buy subs? They do what's called mirrored accounts. For instance, tonight, okay, well, I could go straight over and make a channel called YOY, make it look just like yours. And then I could go and sub to me. Well, then it would look like you were subbed to me twice, and you would have no idea this channel was out there. It would be a mirrored account of yours. It would be a mirror of your account, except it wouldn't be you, it would be me. And that's why they say, well, it'd be impossible to pay 45,000 people. That's why you don't pay 45,000 people. Nobody's in charge of that. Braun Moxley, number one, I did this to piss AD off. Ball busting. Ooh, I'm not going to say that word. Bitch bite me. Oh, we're guessing what BBM stands for. Yeah, Jan, he put it back up. He took it down and removed the comments from it and put it back up. What is Minge? M-I-N-G-E. Oh. I'm still reading people's comments on what they say it is. Beautiful blonde mom. BBM is bitch blocking mail. Oh, okay. Well, that's not good, Jody. How are you today, Jody? Yeah, so many bad comments. He had to take it down. He's lost hundreds of subs tonight. He needs to lose thousands of subs. Oh, yeah, Brianna, I heard him. That's why I say he does not really have 45,000 subs. If I go upstairs and I get on my son's phone, who never watches my channel, let's just be honest, he doesn't. If I go upstairs and I get on my son's phone while he's in there taking a shower and I subscribe to my YouTube channel, yeah, that gives me another subscriber count-wise, number-wise. But he's not really a subscriber to my channel. My number goes up by one, but I haven't gained a subscriber, and that's what he does. He tells people, go tell your neighbor to subscribe to me. But that's not a true subscriber. If that makes sense to you guys. But anyway, guys, anyone that wants to vent, let me know. I know the whole time he had the dog handlers on tonight, right? And the whole time that they was talking, he was not even paying attention. He was reading that phone. Time for a smoke. I just think it's kind of funny how they say, "Oh, you can have a difference of opinion over here. Just don't swear, don't use people's full names," which I can understand that. But they left the comments up about me saying I have lice in my beard, but took down comments where they was just asking why the Ruseks were blocked. Doesn't make sense. He did look worried. He looked really worried. Yeah, he kept saying he never really knew if it was them or not. He had no way to verify if it was them or not. Well, after tonight, it can be proven who it is. Just to show you guys who haven't seen it, it is the real Frankie. Watch, guys.
My dad and I were just on AD's channel, and we got blocked as usual because he doesn't want to listen to us, and he never will. He just wants the money and he wants the popularity. We all know it. And everyone's saying that my page isn't real. Well, here you go, assholes. How's this for you? I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. Leave my fucking family alone. Leave us alone. I'm sick and tired of it. We all are.
So there you go.
My dad.
He can no longer say that he cannot verify that who it is or not. Braun, there's a cold case in Washington State that's trying to get some light back on it. Would you be willing to cover it? A young man went missing a couple years ago. Can you email me a short summary of what happened, Candy King? I was seeing messages. I seen something about Mary Marlowe too. Did he mention Mary Marlowe? He can't debunk that. That's for sure, guys. He cannot debunk that. All right, Akeisha. Hope to see you later. Frankie was in the comments talking, asking him. And he just kept, asking and talking, and they finally deleted him. And that's when he went and made that video. I have a real passion for missing persons. Missing persons have the chance to be found. Okay. I didn't see that, Starshine. Thank you for that. Everybody repost Frankie's video. They said Mary Marlowe was mentioned in the count. But guys, please, I'm asking you, do not worry about me. They're not going to come put a gun to my head. If they was going to do that, they wouldn't tell me about it. I'm not worried. Says, yes, Frankie mentioned MM in his comments under the video. Okay, so what are your tattoos of? A lot of different things. A lot of different things. Ron Moxley. Frank Sr. made a comment under his premiere to stop. It lasted 23 minutes and was deleted. He said that he wants Frank or Frank Jr. to come on his live. He only wants them on a live for the money. I will tell you guys this. If Frank or Frankie, either one, wanted to come on my channel, I would completely demonetize that video just to show that I don't care about making money. Hello, Lisa. How are you? And just so some of you guys know, and this is just for informational purposes, you're welcome to stay as long as you don't cause a ruckus. But I see some of you guys over there making comments about me. I do. I see it. Hey, April Buckner. Anybody that's an AD sub that wants to no longer and come over here, you're more than welcome. We are not a hate channel. Hello, Little Miss Vegas. Hello, kind heaven. How are you tonight? I thought it was ironic when a lot of people were commenting tonight and people were saying, oh, the trolls are out tonight. And then you had people come back and say, I'm a Patreon. You're going to call a Patreon a troll? I like that. Because what are you going to say to that? How are you going to call a Patreon, somebody that pays and supports your channel, a troll? I've sent Frankie Jr. A message, Mel. My mods are okay with what? Yeah, there was just a threat made on one of my lives earlier tonight. What was said, Kelly? I must have missed it. Oh, not ex mods. Former subs is what I meant. Sorry, I didn't mean to say ex mods. I apologize. Well, thank you, YOI. That's very kind of you to say. Everyone shows. No, I don't believe she got hacked. I believe if she did get hacked, it was probably just a minor hack. Like somebody probably sent her a fake email saying her password had been changed, and she probably went in and gave the real password, and then they got in. That's what I'm thinking. But I don't know. That's just a speculation. No, I don't think it was a serious threat. If I thought it was serious, I wouldn't be joking about it. I did take one screenshots of it, and I got most of them. Twiggy. Okay, so apparently there's some new people in the chat, so I'm going to show them what went on tonight.
My dad and I were just on AD's channel, and we got blocked as usual because he doesn't want to listen to us, and he never will. He just wants the money and he wants the popularity. We all know it. And everyone's saying that my page isn't real. Well, here you go, assholes. How's this for you? I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. Leave my fucking family alone. Leave us alone. I'm sick and tired of it. We all are.
So pretty straightforward. So you can't really, he's always got the excuse he doesn't know if it's really them or not. Well, you can't really debunk that. You can't be any clearer than that, in my opinion. Well, I doubt he's going to stop. He let his whole show continue after that happened tonight, so I doubt he will stop. Hello, Sean. How are you? He'll blame his mods. Probably will. And I tell you what, his mods, their job tonight that they was asked to do and what they done just shows they have no respect for the Resec family either. And I understand, guys, that in the UK, you are not as familiar with guns that we are in the United States. So you guys take comments about guns more seriously than we do. So just try to understand, if you're in the UK, just please try to understand that here in the United States, we don't take that really much as a threat because we hear it all the time over here. I hope he doesn't come here to the USA. I'll tell you that. I have a case I can send you info on. It's already closed, but shouldn't be. My 3-year-old niece was murdered, and the man that did it will only have to serve a combined sentence of 25 years. Hello, Sean. Okay, Jessica. Send me if there's a link to a YouTube documentary on it or something like that, send that to me, please. BronMoxley@gmail.com. Oh, believe me, Janet, I seen it. It was a shit show. I didn't like you at first. I didn't like you, Ron, at first, but now I'm seeing the light. I will no longer support someone who does that to the Ruseks. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted I was a sub for so long supporting him. Thank you, Texas, and you're welcome here. So welcome. Welcome to the Mox Familia. We are seriously about like a family here. We're not a hate channel, definitely. Farthest thing from a hate channel. I've never sicked anybody on anybody, any channel, anything like that. However, I've been attacked by his subs numerous times. If you could read my messages and comments from his subs, you would be astounded. But I'm glad to see you seen the light. I really am. Yeah, I've seen. They say his original spanners are about to talk. Twiggy 141. AD's live turned into a shit show tonight, basically. Legal actions are hard to execute in another country. Very good point. Respect. Well, thank you, April. Appreciate that. It is pretty late back here. I'll say that. That's the way I like it. And that's the way I want to keep it. Thank you, Molly. Our show last Saturday night was really good. I had to make it private because it got a little bit out of control. I had to rein it in, but I did. But as long as I can, I will keep this channel empathetic. I will keep it welcome to opinions, and I will not tolerate disrespect towards my mods, me, threats, anything like that. You're more than welcome to come in with an opinion. The Moxley Familia. And I am going to start doing, it's going to take me, guys, please be patient. It's going to take me a couple weeks to get it up and running, but I am going to start doing videos on Patreon, a sort of a way to keep it a small, intimate group, a lot of what you guys like. Because I hear your voices, I hear your messages saying we miss the small, intimate feel of a small channel, and I miss that too. But I like the growth, but I do miss that too. So what we're going to do is on Patreon, we're going to keep it small and intimate. You can join for just $1. I know who this sounds like, but please don't think that. The dollar is Patreon's idea. I think I gave Twiggy a recap. He came in and I played the video. Well, thank you, Mrs. McBrew. I don't think Patreon will get really big. I might set a limit on it. It had a small intimate feel at 1,000. So if it gets up close to 1,000, I might like cap that off. I'm not saying I will, But if it gets where it no longer has that small room, intimate feel, then I'll put a cap on it. So if you do want to get in while you can, because I'm not saying I will, but I might, and it's nothing to do with money. Please don't think that whatsoever. It's to do with having a small room, intimate type feel where we can all interact with each other, because a lot of us suffer from anxiety, depression, substance abuse. And a lot of times we need one person talking. Somebody might be in trouble and need help right then. And in the Patreon type setting with a small crew, we could do that. And I don't mean this in a bad way, guys, but when there's 248 people watching, don't get me wrong, I love that. But with 248 people in chat and watching the channel, the chat starts moving really, really fast. And when the chat starts moving really, really, really fast, I can miss messages, and I don't mean to. So just so you guys know, I'll probably put a cap on it, guys, at probably around 1,000. That way it'll keep it a small, intimate type feel, and it can't grow really large. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate it. Very nice of you to say. Yes, we do. Texas Diamond, yes, we do. Well, what happens, why is you have to slow it down. See, I thought you could slow it down by changing the setting one time, and you actually have to change the setting before each video. And what happens is once I start the video, I can't go in there and change it. So so for instance, like this video earlier, it's rolling really fast. Ron, do you know about the girl from Louisville that's been missing from here since August? Her last name is Nable. I think her first name is Andrea. Andrea Nable. Andrea Nable. Andrea Nable. Get out. Andrea. No, I don't think I have heard about that. Frankie is Frankie Rusek Jr. He is Shanann Rusek's brother. He is the uncle to Bella and Celeste. Thank you, Kimo Barras. Sometimes I see these names and I have to say them, because I know people try to get you, like with Hugh Janus and Hugh Jordan and stuff like that. I know people try to get you, so a lot of times. And if somebody gets me, I would just laugh about it. IXE, you can put in any amount. There's no set amount, so just type in, like if it says $5, just change that to $1. So what I'm going to do is at 1,000 Patreons, I'm going to cap it so it does not get that big. See more butts, kind heaven. You're wild. I need $1. $1 is what I need. I'm singing it to my bank manager in England. Hello, Claire Devine. Welcome. You're very welcome, IXE. I'm going to change my name to Mike Hunt. Who was rude, Turkey Bomb? Oh, I wasn't being rude. I didn't mean to be. Shanann is. Are you familiar with the Watts case? Turkey Mom? I didn't know anybody got rude. Sorry about that. If you think I was being rude, I really was, and I apologize. All right, Halo. Thank you, guys. And if you look at my screen, at the bottom of the screen, there's a ticker scrolling that says www.patreon.com/Ron Moxley. That's how you join. Dragging up. I don't know, Grumpy Granny. Why? What did he say? He actually, I don't know who he is, but I do know who he is, if that makes sense. What did he do? And I'll tell you what he done to me. Turkey Mom. The Shanann Watts she was murdered by her husband, Chris Watts, and she was 15 weeks pregnant. And Chris Watts also killed their 2 children. And Frankie is Shanann's brother, and he's the uncle to the 2 children that were murdered. Grumpy Granny, Dragging Up sent me a message. You have to hear this. Now, you know I've never said I'm from Australia. But listen to this message he sent me. This is from Dragging Up, Grumpy Granny. He says, Mox is faking his accent. Not sure why, but he definitely is. Not born and raised in the UK or Australia. And I sent back laughing heads. I said, are you a detective? I tell everyone I'm from Kentucky. So I don't know why he thinks I'm then why was my friend timed out? Timed out where? That's what I'm saying, guys. A lot of times I can't see all the comments because they're rolling too fast. Yeah, and Frankie has been asking AD, Armchair Detective, to stop talking about the case because it's closed. It is, yes, I will, kind heaven. I meant to tonight. And like I said, I keep forgetting because you have to slow it before every live. And I just accidentally forgot to slow it. Barfout said she thought Frankie exercised poor judgment. Oh. I'm sorry, kind heaven. I could stop the live and reset it, but if I do that, then everybody that's here would have to leave and come back in. So I'll probably just set it slow for next time. I need to go to the shop to buy some beer, but I can't leave your channel. Well, David, I'll wait for you, buddy. How about that? You go buy your beer and I'll be here when you get back. I don't know if my clitoris got me or not, Neil. I'll have to check. Well, leave, but don't leave me. I don't know how they do it because I go straight to the control room, and the option I have to slow it down before it starts is not there um, during the middle of a live. Ron, I was real upset when you involved AD children. It went too far, and yes, I think what he did tonight should get this channel suspended. Should get his channel suspended. You was upset when I involved AD's children. What do you mean I involved AD's children? AD did nothing wrong. AD did nothing wrong. It was a third party who bulldozed himself and interrupted the broadcast. I wouldn't really call Frankie Rusek Jr. a third party, Two Faces. Um, isn't this the family that AD continuously says that he's respects and would do anything for? I wouldn't really call Frankie Rusek Jr. a third party in this case. Okay, lady looking. Yeah, Two Faces. Have you been to Frankie Rusek Jr.'s YouTube page and watched the video? And if you're referring to, what you us referring to me bringing his children into it, what I said is how would he feel if someone made a video every day of his daughter and his grandchildren every day? Then he would also say, I'm the victim here. They're picking on me, this, that, and the other. And the thing about it is this, guys. I never tell anyone not to watch anyone's channel whatsoever. I encourage people to make their own opinion and make their own decision. If that's what you like and that's what you want to watch, that's fine with me. And I'm the last person to ever tell you what to watch. But if he's supposedly respecting this family and wants to solve this case for them, if they're saying the case is solved and they just want to move on, well, why won't he? Yes, I watched the video and my heart breaks for him. That said, he exercised poor judgment. I'm not, let's just agree to disagree, Two Faces, because we're not going to agree on this at all. I'm just here. Don't know what's going on, but if Frank made a video on his channel asking everyone to stop, they would. There'd be no argument. Then have you seen the video? Well, hang on, Tallulah. I'll show it to you.
My dad and I were just on 80's channel, and we got blocked as usual because he doesn't want to listen to us, and he never will. He just wants the money and he wants the popularity. We all know it. And everyone's saying that my page isn't real. Well, here you go, assholes. How's this for you? I'm sick of it and tired of it. Leave my fucking family alone. Leave us alone. I'm sick and tired of it. We all are.
Okay, so there's the video. Yeah, you can hear Dieter barking in the background. Now, if he cares for this family the way he says he does, then he would stop. Yeah, like I said, Two Faces, I think me and you are just going to have to agree to disagree. Hello, Nana. How are you? Yeah, that's how what I think, Tallulah. I do. Well, just think about it this way, Two Faces. What if it was your family that this happened to and you was asking a creator on YouTube to stop? How would you feel? It's a serious question. Oh, yeah, you're right. That's what I said. We don't have to agree, and sharing your opinion is valid as well. I'm asking you, how would you feel if it was your family? Hello, Dark Angel. How are you? I don't think I seen the question, April. I'm sorry. Well, April, you said something about your question didn't get answered. Did you have a question? I just didn't see it. Thank you, Ronaldo. Glad to have you. Well, his guests even asked him a couple of questions. Uh, and he was too busy reading the comments to be able to answer them. Triple H protein on the Peyton Houston girl missing out of Alabama. The governor of Alabama came out today and added $5,000 to the already $6,000 reward money for any information to the return of Peyton or any new information whatsoever. They say they've exhausted all their leads. So the governor of Alabama has came out and said, we need to find out who these people are, and added $5,000 to the $6,000 reward money, making a total of $11,000 being offered in the reward and finding this young lady that's missing. We've got to go back to teaching. I know I was talking about this yesterday. When I used to go to the bars years ago, of course, I'm a guy. When I was younger, I always wanted to take a girl home. That's just how it is. In my day, there would always be at least two girls in a group, and they would always look out for each other. No matter how drunk they got, who started arguing, you're leaving with me. You know what I mean? And what happened here is what's being said happened is that this girl, Peyton, got in an argument with one of her friends, and then she left the bar with these two unknown heavy-set black males. They said there's CCTV footage of it, but the footage has not been released yet. Now, I don't know what happened, why the governor would come out today, but last night we had a live, and there was over 200 of us that called the news station and the Birmingham, Alabama Police Department. And then the governor comes out today. So I don't know. I'm not saying it had anything to do with it. I'm not saying it didn't. I just know that we need to get eyes and ears on this story. This is a story we can be covering, a story that's not solved, something we can proactively help. Besides the Watts case, and no offense to them, I just want to leave this family alone and let them grieve in peace and stuff. I'm respecting what they wish for, and that's the way it should be. There's so many other cases to cover. Now, with this girl in Alabama, let's put some eyes on this. Let's get to talking about this. Let's call somebody we know and tell them about it. Let's get this talked about. People say, well, it's not on the news much. The news will put on TV what we, the people, are talking about and what they want to watch. So it's guys like us that determine what they put on the news. So let's get eyes and ears on Peyton Houston, and let's try to get this young lady found. 29 years old, beautiful girl from Alabama, has been missing over a week now. Somebody in that bar knows who those two guys was she left with. They have to. Why are they not releasing this CCTV footage? If they release this CCTV footage, the chances are going to be 10 times that they'll find out who these people are that night. Now, why they're not releasing this CCTV footage is beyond me. Yes, Amanda, I did hear back. I heard back from Peyton's brother. Hold on, I'll read you back what he said to me. Well, I asked, I told him who I was, then I had a true crime channel on YouTube. And the brother responded back with, okay, we appreciate the thoughts and prayers. If you don't mind me reaching back out to you in the next couple of days, it's just a tough time right now. And I said, anytime you want, I'm willing to help. This is my personal cell phone number. And they said, okay, great. I'm actually her younger brother, Evan. It's nice to meet you. Sadly, under these circumstances, though. Thank you for reaching out again. So see, apparently Peyton's mother is very upset that she don't think a lot of things have been done to actually find out where her daughter's at. And I kind of tend to agree with that. If you have video CCTV footage of her leaving the bar with these two guys, why not release it? Especially if it's been over a week now. So, and the club is called the Tin Roof. Now, an update to the Chad Daybell case out in Idaho. Let me read the guy's name here. Of all the updated technology, I still use a notepad and a pen. Charles Vallow, the one that was killed by Lori Daybell, the new wife to Chad Daybell. Charles's sister, Kay, I've talked to her, and I think she was on Gray Hughes' show the other night. And she's willing to come on and talk to us. She said it would be after the Saturday, though, because she had family and I guess for Christmas time. Now, this will be Charles Vallow's sister, Kay. So that's with the Chad Daybell case out of Idaho. I also have people emailing me every day to put some light on other cases that we can still help solve. But girls, listen to me. Girls and guys, but mainly girls. Always keep your drink covered. if you leave your drink unattended and you go to the dance floor, and we all like to see you lovely ladies out there dancing, believe me, we do. But if you leave your drink unattended, don't drink it. There's too big of a risk that someone could have put something in it and another drink's going to cost you just a couple bucks. So get you a new drink. Will do, Amanda. I always kept my thumb over my beer bottle when I was in a bar. Now, I don't think anybody would drug me to try to get me out of a bar, but I always just kept my thumb over my bottle. Anna, I don't know if I did or not. Heather Michelle Stevens says she's very familiar with the tin roof, and it's insane that no one is saying anything. It really is. And what gets me is they haven't released the CCTV footage yet. It's Peyton Houston. She's a missing girl from Birmingham, Alabama. She's 29 years old. She's been missing since December 20th. Her and at least one friend was at the bar. Her and that friend got into an argument, and she left with two heavyset black males around 10:45 that night. Now, also with this Peyton Houston case, she sent a text message around midnight that night to a friend that says, I don't know who I'm with. If I call, answer, I might be in trouble here. The two guys could be club employees. Very good comment. And also, somebody said that there was off-duty police officers working security at the bar that night. Could the off-duty police officers have been doing something that the camera caught them doing that they shouldn't have been doing? Is why they're not releasing this video. Just a suggestion. Speculation. Kind heaven. Exactly. This case almost mirrors the Savannah Spurlock case. And Savannah Spurlock happened right here in my hometown in Richmond, Kentucky. And I know I just doxed myself. I don't care if people stoop enough to show up at my door. I don't know if they'll regret it later. They might not be around to regret it. But I don't care to let people know that where I live. No. You're not understanding me. I'm saying they were off-duty police officers working at the bar that night. Let's say they were on this footage when the two guys were leaving with the girl, and they were seen on the footage doing something they wasn't supposed to be doing. Maybe that's why they're not releasing. I'm not saying that they're the ones that left with the girl. I'm saying they could have been on this camera seen doing something they shouldn't have been doing. Yeah, off-duty police officers was working security. But what I'm saying is, let's say where this camera's pointing, it shows Peyton leaving with these two men. Okay, let's just say it's a whole parking lot. Okay, let's just say it shows them leaving over here to the left, but over here on the right, you see these off-duty cops that are working security. Maybe they're over here doing something they shouldn't be doing. I'm not saying they are. It's just a speculation. Maybe that's why they're not releasing the CCTV footage, because, oh my God, we can't release this. Look at what our police officers over here doing. It's just a theory. Yeah, with the Savannah case, they did. They showed the CCTV footage. Can you please talk to your source about the guys being possible employees in case law enforcement has looked into? Now, see, that's again, I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's possible they could be. That's just it. We don't know who they left with. But the question is, if they have the footage and it's over a week, why haven't they shown anybody? Why aren't they have this on the news? Who are these guys this young lady left with? We need to know. Yeah, possible is the key word. Possible. I am speculating. I'm telling you, I am speculating. But we need to speculate because we have to figure out why they're not releasing this CCTV footage. And since we don't know, we have to speculate. We have to speculate why they're not releasing it. Because it's just odd that they have a young lady that's missing for over a week now. They have her on CCTV footage leaving the bar with two men. That if they put this on the news, somebody could identify these two men and they're not releasing it. So the question is why? I'll have to look into that, Amanda Dallas. I think the person earlier was talking about Washington State. Now, here's the thing, guys. Now, I'm not saying we done anything we could have. We might not be. But here's what we done yesterday. There was 200 of us in chat. And I don't know how many people of the 200 called either the Channel 13 news station in Birmingham or called the Birmingham Police Department wanting to know what's up with this case. Why is it not being covered? Why is this footage not being released? Well, suddenly the governor comes out today and puts $5,000 more on top of this $6,000. And he is sitting at a bar, and behind it where it has employees only. Maybe the two guys she left with are connected well and it's being covered up. Very good possibility. Okay, hold on here. And also, guys, just to let you know, let me find it. There is a Facebook page for this girl that's been set up. And I just joined it yesterday. Let me find out the name. Actually, what I'll do is I'll put a link up in the chat. Okay, so this is the link to the missing Peyton Houston page. So go check that out. Well, Rain Dancer, let me ask you this. What harm could it bring? Because it's been a week and a day now and the girl hasn't been found. I mean, it's a good statement. I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm just saying, what harm could it bring? What harm is it bringing not releasing it? Give me just a sec, guys. I drink these L8s, and they run right through me just like beer. I looked up reasons why video might not be released, and it could be because it's private footage. Well, even if that, they've had a week and a day to release it. So give me just a second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. These L8s go right through you. It's a soft drink. but they go through you just like drinking a beer would. Man, but they're good. I don't know if you guys have ever drank this. Okay, Larnie, thank you so much. Guys, I talked about this earlier. I'll mention it again. Since there's more people here now, new people that wasn't here earlier, the ticker running at the bottom of the screen, patreon.com/Broad Moxley. A lot of my subscribers and loyal subscribers are, it's a ginger ale flavor kind of really good. If you ever in Kentucky, you have to have one of these in a returnable bottle. But anyway, back to what I was saying about Patreon. A lot of you guys, the channel's growing quickly. L8 is just a local drink here. A lot of you guys are saying they like the small, intimate type feel of when we had like 1,000 people, where we could all interact with each other. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set it right now. I'm going to potentially set a cap of 1,000 people. That way it keeps it small. You can join for as little as $1. You can always join it for more, but as little as $1. Some people say it starts at $5. You can change that. You can change it to $1. That is Patreon's policy. It's not mine. If it was up to me, it would be free, but then again, it would be like YouTube. So what I'm going to do there is I'm going to start making videos or do lives in Patreon, and it'll have that small time feel like we used to have when we was just 1,000 sub channel. Well, Don, I really don't know how to do that. But yeah, all you have to do is change the 5 to a 1. When it tells you $5, just change it to 1. Now you can do 5 if you want to. You can do any amount you want to. You can put in $1 million if you want to, and that would be lovely, and I would never work again. Joking, but just when it says 5, put 1 in the spot where the 5 is. And I am going to cap this. I'm looking at right now at 1,000 people. Now back to Peyton Houston. I believe I can show you her missing page without doxing anyone. Let me see what I can do here, guys. Give me just a second. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to pull up this page where I won't show anybody's personal information. Well, I tell you what, I put the link in the page. Just go to it yourself. That way we won't run the chance of me showing anybody's personal information. Okay, Amanda Dallas, thank you for the $4 super chat sticker. If you guys send stickers and I don't acknowledge it, it's because I run through StreamYards and I can't see stickers. So anybody that sends a sticker, thank you in advance, or thank you to Amanda Dallas. I just did not see it. Janelle, would you like to see the video? I see a couple of new people here that wasn't here earlier. If you want to see the video, just let me, well, I tell you what, let's just watch it, guys, because a lot of people are interested in this. So tonight on AD's Live, he had a thing on there about the dogs that smell. The name of the drink is L8. It's a soft drink. It's a ginger ale drink. What happened was on AD's Live, Frankie was asking him to stop again. They kept commenting, and they were blocked. And we went to Frankie Jr.'s page, and this is what's up on Frankie Jr.'s page tonight.
My dad and I were just on AD's channel, and we got blocked as usual because he doesn't want to listen to us, and he never will. He just wants the money, and he wants the popularity. We all know it. And everyone's saying that my page isn't real. Well, here you go, assholes. How's this for you? I'm sick of it and tired of it. Leave my fucking family alone. Leave us alone. I'm sick and tired of it. We all are. My dad and I.
So for all the new people that's come in and haven't seen it yet, there you go. It'll be hard for AD to say that he doesn't know for sure if that's Frankie Jr. or not, because it's quite obvious it is. It's going to be really hard to say, there's no way for me to prove that or not. Hello, Amy Jarrett. How are you? It's not vodka. Yeah, it's just a local drink here. It's actually made in one town over from where I live right now. It was established in 1926. And this here says return for deposit. These bottles here are 20 cents a piece. So when you go to buy 6 of these, you have to pay $1.20 deposit on these bottles. And then when you take them in the next time, you turn your bottles in and you just get 6 more. You don't have to pay for the deposit. But it's a really thick glass. And I don't know if you guys know this or not, but really thick glass makes a pop taste so much better than a plastic or a thin glass bottle does. And I mean this, you're in heaven when you drink this L8 here. Make a sore throat go away just like that. And he says that he does not know if that's them, but if they will come on his live, they will stop it. Oh, L8's on Amazon? Oh, that's pretty cool. I don't know if you can get the returnable bottle on Amazon. I didn't even know you could get Amazon or L8 on Amazon, period. But it's good. But then again, I've been drinking it since I was a little kid. So, I'm used to it. Well, I'm sure the chat isn't back on yet. It probably won't be on. So anyway, guys, did everyone go check out the Missing Peyton Houston page? If someone does something to bog down the authorities or cause something worse while trying to help the internet, could be blamed for interfering and could instigate legislation for internet censorship. Maybe they know who it is and the police is in on it and don't want them to get nervous. In Norway, would they never have made it public if it could hurt the case? Yeah. The thick glass bottle Cokes is really good. He only wants them to come on live because he knows it'll bring a lot of viewers. That's the only reason. It's not so he will listen finally. It's not. All right. I'm gonna put the Find Missing Peyton Houston page up one more time. Go to that page right there. That is Missing Peyton Houston Facebook page. Oh yeah, Don Break, I agree. How dare him? It's unbelievable. And especially to say they didn't block them when they did block them. Yeah, you can send a request to join the page. And I put in a thing yesterday and it got answered almost immediately. Well, short girl, that is what like the news channels are reporting, that there is a video footage of her leaving with two heavy set black males, and that they just have not released the footage yet. That's all we can go on, is what they've said. Oh, thank you, Heather Michelle Stevens. Thank you for that. It's very kind of you. That old Kentucky rain. I love that song. Kentucky rain keeps pouring down. Amanda Dallas, from what I've been told, the family hasn't even seen the CCTV footage. And like I said, I have reached out to her family. I told them all I want is to get eyes on the case, to get people seeing it, because it doesn't look like, for some reason, they're wanting to cover this case. Good night, Jesse. I don't understand that. I really don't. And like I said, and I'm not just talking about for me, but the media needs to get involved. Anytime the media puts pressure on a police department, they will start acting uh, accordingly. Because once the media focuses in on you, that's why a lot of these high profile cases, i.e., the Watts case, i.e., the Broussard case, when the national media focuses attention on you, that's when the police force says, you know what, guys, we really have to do something here because we're under the national microscope. I'm not saying that's always a good thing. Sometimes it's definitely not a good thing. But in the same token, it is a thing that works. It gets people moving and motivated. It's just like if you were out back and you were doing something illegal. If nobody's watching, you're not going to think nothing about it. But if you're out back doing something illegal and a news helicopter starts flying overhead and you're down there doing something illegal, you're going to think twice about doing it. Because you're under that scope now. You're like, if somebody's watching, oh my God, somebody's watching. I need to do something different. I need to do it this way. Same thing with that. The media uses us. We need to use them. Very true. So it's just, and mainly girls, mainly you girls out there watching this, if you do watch this, if you and your friends go to a bar together, make sure you and your friends leave that bar together. If you and your girlfriends get into an argument, put that argument behind you. Because if you get so upset and you let your friend leave, or your friend lets you leave, and the next day when something like this is going on, you're going to look back and say, damn, that argument didn't mean nothing. I'm serious. Think about it. If you go to a bar together, leave a bar together. I know all the young guys out there right now are like, Dad Mox, thanks for doing that. Now we're not going to be able to take these girls home. Guys, I'm telling you right now, you're going to have many a fun nights out there. You will. It's about safety. It's about leaving a bar with somebody you don't know. Do not do that. Your friends will still love you tomorrow, trust me. Yeah, AD contacted my employer. He sent a cease and desist letter to my employer. Thank you. We love you. Keep up the good work. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you, especially this time of year, believe me. Yeah, he sent it to my work. Luckily, me and my work have a pretty good relationship as far as things go. My boss actually subscribes to my YouTube channel, and he knows I do the parodies. He's actually watched AD because I told him, I said, if you just watch my parodies, you're gonna be like, what in the hell is this guy talking about? And then I was like, you have to watch this guy first, and then watch me do the parodies, and then you can put two and two together. Boom, you'll think it's funny. Not a problem, Cat. And but anyway, I have a lawyer from something totally separate from this, and I asked my lawyer about that. I said, this guy sent me a cease and desist letter. You can tell he printed it off the internet, and it came from him too, guys. So that's another thing. My lawyer said a cease and desist has to be served on you, just like a subpoena or anything. So my lawyer said the only time you should send a cease and desist letter to someone's employer is if you cannot reach them through other avenues. For example, their email, regular mail, served at home, served in person. There's many different ways you're supposed to try to reach them before you send something to someone's employer. When you send something to someone's employer, you're messing with their livelihood. The funny thing is in the end, guys, my boss laughed about it. He gave me the rest of the day off with pay and told me to go home and make some more parodies to upset the guy even more. So that backfired on him, which was pretty cool, I thought. I got the whole rest of the day off with pay after that. And that was pretty awesome. My boss laughed about it. He said, this is hilarious. He said, this is the first time we've ever got a cease and desist letter on an employer. I picked up part of the conversation. What I do. Sorry, guys. The chat moves really slow. I'm missing a lot of stuff. I apologize. Yeah, the thing on mine too is I couldn't even get mine to open on my computer at home, but it was the same one Lex Callia got. He sent me one, Lex Callia one, Grumpy Granny one, and I'm not sure who else he sent one to, but it was just a generic cease and desist letter. It was printed off the internet, and it was ridiculously funny. Hello, Brooks Channel. How are you tonight? Yeah, I don't go to bars anymore either. I haven't been to a bar in years, but I'm talking about when I did go to bars. When you're a young guy and you're excited and you think you're going to take this girl home, and I've been in this situation. I'm going to take this cute little girl home over here, and then boom, here shows two of her friends up. Oh, hell no, you ain't leaving with him, and you're like, gosh, dang it, and you're pissed off, and it was just funny. So, but that's the way it should go back to being. Yeah, he did it all himself. He printed it off, emailed it. It came from his email address. Yeah, times have changed a lot. They really are. And I have $1.13 and it scares me shitless. Yeah, I know, Amy. I seen that. That's the first time I've ever seen somebody actually have higher dislikes than likes with that many people chiming in. When I seen it, it was like 181 to 153. Do you know what it is now? Just out of curiosity, Amy. What's the like to dislike ratio now? Somebody answer me right now. Just kidding, guys. Yeah, he has zero idea of American law. Yeah, he did. He asked his subs for money. Said he was going to have to do a court case. I've been in the bar with a group of men and women. Some dude tried to get me in his truck. I was drunk, and thank God they saw my drunken self. It was a couple years ago. Yeah, you never want to, especially drinking. Sorry, just reading the message. Some of the people that on AD's channel, what they say. $313 dislikes, 242 likes. Wow. Damn. That's the Jody, especially the United States law. Yeah, he said I had a criminal record a mile long. He looked up Brian, not Braun, Brian. He was going to dox somebody named Brian M. And release it as me. Now, no, don't get me wrong. I'm not denying anything. I have a criminal record. It's not very long. I was in jail one time in my life. I learned my lesson. Believe me, I did. I will never, ever, ever go back to that place. But I'm telling you right now, I do have a criminal record. It's not that long. It's not even that bad. So, anyways, with that said, he doxed the wrong person. He was going to tell somebody Brian's criminal record. And believe it or not, when I looked up this Brian guy, he had a beard and I guess sort of a similar face, but he had a bald head, like a shaved bald head. And I thought, well, I could see how maybe he might mistake us. But if you all want to, just Google Brian, my last name there, Moxley, and because I just don't want to dox that guy. But good night, Vicky, and just see if you guys think we look alike, because that's what he done. Yeah, none of us are saints. But like I said, I do have a criminal record. It's not that bad and it's not that long, but it is there. I don't deny it. It helped form me into who I am today. And if I could go back and change it, I wouldn't. Because every little thing in my life formed me into who I am today. Yeah, I got to see the letter he sent. It opened at my employer's. It just wouldn't open at my house. Good night, number one, Dick. Oh, the worst thing on my record. Well, I'm not going to get into my record. It's just, it's not that bad. And it's definitely not long. I've been to jail one time. Our mistakes. I've always said, if you learn from your mistakes, they're lessons, not mistakes. Mistakes are when you don't learn from them, in my opinion. I agree, we love you. Why won't they release the CCTV footage? Cease and desist letter, Vicky. Cease and desist. He was saying that we was causing him anxiety and we was ruining his reputation and I just all kinds of stuff. We was causing him sleepless nights and that we were to cease and desist from talking about him from now on. Then he came out with, oh, y'all, I'm so happy. December 10th, YouTube's going to shut all of these channels down. It's creator on creator hate when you guys know I've never hated on anyone in my life. Just because I talk about the stupid crap he does doesn't mean I'm hating on him. Is it true that it doesn't matter if you get dislike or like? Someone said it really don't matter because it really does. The algorithm counts it as an interaction. So let me tell you that, guys. When you do dislike his video, it's as good as liking his video because it gets him somebody. They say bad exposure is good exposure, and that means is even if you took the time to dislike it, it means you took the time to voice your opinion that you disliked it. So a dislike is just as good as a like for him. No, thank you, Kim. I appreciate it. Oh, he listed all kinds of stuff. Said he was working 86 hours a week, and it was. I don't know if Lex Callia still has the video up, but if you guys are familiar with Lex Callia's channel, go check out her channel. She had it up. She actually posted the cease and desist letter. Lisa, they only monitor it as an interaction. It's an algorithm. A bot actually counts it up. It's as good as a like. I'm telling you the truth. So when you hit that dislike button, you're not really bothering him that badly. You are bothering him because he's a narcissist. He can't stand for somebody. You know how he talks about how Chris Watts worries about his reputation? Well, it's the same way with AD. He worries about his reputation. So even though it counts good way for YouTube, it bothers him badly. So CJJ says she thinks he's an attention whore. Laughing my ass off. I'll agree with that. And he does get paid, so it does make him a whore. Oh, very good possibility, JA. Very good possibility. The thing about it is this, guys. If he does not stop after tonight, then everything he has said is a lie. I mean, I know it's a lie anyway. I do myself. But his subs that are so loyal to him, if they do not see the truth after tonight, there is no helping him. He says, I just want to vindicate Shannon. I just want to do this, do that, blah, blah, blah. I'm telling you guys, if his subs do not see it after tonight, they're not going to. Vicky, I heard that off-duty law enforcement works security at that bar. Now, I'm not sure how that is. Yeah, try to get my likes up to 222, guys. There's 222 watching right now. Let's see if we can get 222 likes. Let's play a game here. 167 likes, 227 watching. Let's see if we can get it up to 222. Oh, it's climbing quick. 179. Oh, man. And if you ain't subscribed on my video, there's a subscribe button right down there at the bottom.
My likes up to 200.
Oh, that's me loud. 195. Uh-oh. Down there in the right-hand corner of my videos, there's a little red box that has a white box inside of it with a red arrow in it. Click on that, please. It's a subscribe button. It helps me tremendously. And hitting that like button, that's a free way to support my channel. Thank you, guys. I should be a politician. Yeah, I seen that too, Tamara. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. I wasn't going to go there, guys, but they get pissed off when you guys support me. So join my channel. Send me a super chat. I wasn't going to say it. And they fall for it every time. Well, thank you, Arizona Deb. I guess that's Arizona Deb. AZ Deb. $10,000 super chat. 209 likes, 16 dislikes. So 5 people have disliked it since I said that. Hey, but like I said earlier, a like's as good, a dislike's as good as a like. Yeah, his super chats have slowed way down. But it could be this time of year. It really could, Christmas time. Because I think I'll slow down at this time of year. All right, Penny, thank you. You can join for as little as $1. And I'm going to start doing videos in Patreon that have more of a small channel feel with the intimate like setting of where we can all interact with each other. Almost 4,000 subs on YouTube now, and it just gets. Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I love it, guys. But we just had like a family type feel when we had 1,000 subs, and all I mean by that is I'm going to start doing videos on Patreon, and I'm probably going to cap the membership at 1,000 people. That way, we'll always have that small time intimate feel in the room. So like once we get to 1,000, the only way somebody will be able to join is if someone leaves. So if someone leaves, then a person could come in. If 10 people leave, 10 could come in. That's why I'm doing that. And the $1 is Patreon's idea. It's going to say $5 as soon as you get on there, but you can change that to $1. Now you can give more than one if you want to, but that's up to you guys. I'm not asking for it. But the $1 is Patreon. It's not me. I would put it. Well, I guess I'd say I put it at 0, but if I'd done that, it would just be like YouTube too. So I don't know. I guess what I'm saying is it says if you're willing to join by paying a membership, then to get that small atmospheric feel, you know what I'm saying. I hope you do anyways, guys. Intimate. We want to be intimate with each other. Everybody must be going to bed. They're either going to bed or they're not liking what I'm saying. One of the two. My husband said I can be a Patreon. All right, Jennifer. Tell your husband I said thank you. And is a Patreon. Yeah. And if you are already a Patreon, you're already in there. You don't even have to worry about doing anything. I can see you, Lady Luckin. He got my employer because on my old Facebook page, I had it on public on there. Let's do a live together one day. I like your style. All right. Sounds good to me. Nope. No app needed, Cat. For Patreon, you go to www.patreon.com/Bron Moxley. And that's all you have to do. Andrea, see the little thing running across the bottom of the screen? Just go to that website, and it's pretty much self-explanatory after that. He sent a cease and desist letter to my employer. Well, Cat, what'll happen is in the Patreon lives, where I'm going to cap it at 1,000. Okay, for instance, now everybody can come in. There's 4,000 subscribers. Yeah, you can do PayPal also, Ken, if you want to. Do you need my PayPal? I'll put it up just in case. My PayPal's running on the screen now in case anybody wants to see it. But what the Patreon's going to do is we're going to go in there, and if it's capped at 1,000, then there can only be so many people in the room at one time. And that'll just keep it at a small time. And I'm not saying I'm big. Please don't think that at all. I know I'm just a small channel still, but it'll just be a smaller, like how it was when I had 1,000 subs, and we was all interacting with each other, and we talked about a lot of different topics. Danette, we talk about anxiety, panic attacks, substance abuse, true crime. We talk about pretty much anything. There's been some nights in the chat where somebody will be having a bad night, and they'll just need somebody to talk to. And we have nurses in the room too that have volunteered to help if somebody's having a bad night and they just need somebody to talk to. And Lucan is pronounced Lucan. Lucan. Okay, Letty Lucan. No, Amanda, I haven't. Oh, really? Yeah, I seen my name mentioned a lot on there tonight. The people of EquiSearch have been here looking. You talking about for Peyton Houston? How what, Heather? I like your name, Heather, by the way. I've always thought Heather was a pretty name. Peyton Houston. It's spelled Paighton. Peyton Houston. Hang on, I'll give you the link to her Facebook group, Missing Peyton Houston. All right, Andrea, thank you so much. Thank you kindly. Maybe AD has a crush on me. Well, that might be possible. Yeah, that's right, Karen, but Peyton is spelled differently. It's spelled a unique way. It's spelled Paighton. We're supposed to get a lot of rain here. There's flood watches up. I think they're saying like 3 to 5 inches of rain here. New Year's plans. I don't even make plans anymore. I don't even have New Year's resolutions anymore. Hell, I never follow through on them. There ain't no sense in making one. What are you trying to find out, Heather? And I'll try to help you with it. Somebody said AD wanted to grow a beard. I'll be asleep for New Year's. Probably you and me both. Oh, they do have a Tillo. That's not good. Yeah, when you get my age, you don't care whether you go out for New Year's Eve or not. I don't anyway. Some of you guys might care. I'm not saying nobody does. I just know I don't. I usually stay home. Yeah, they tried to say I was over there filming all that going down. I was like, hell, I ain't over filming that. I ain't gonna get a copyright strike over something that silly. Filming ADs live, that'd be something crazy to get a copyright strike over. But I did see my name mentioned a lot. I'm 43 years old. Oh, that's a very good point, Amanda. I'd never thought about it like that. The early bird gets the worm, but the second mouse gets the cheese. That's a good point. I've never heard that before, but I like that. Cooking for 32 people for New Year's. Where's this at? I'm going to come over and eat. I think we need to start the long, lingering goodbye. Oh, yeah, I know, Tammy. I seen that. My name gets pulled down really quick over there. They don't like my name up over there. I couldn't imagine cooking for 42 or 32 people. Oh, okay, Heather. Thank you for that. You joined my thingy. Welcome to my thingy. Good night, one Mama Lisa. I like that name too, one Mama Lisa. That just sounds cool, doesn't it? One Mama Lisa. Sounds like Hey Ho Alina or something. We don't blame you, Annie. A lot of us can't either. Brooke says, if you decide to go out to a bar for New Year's, trust no one. Order your own drink. Don't get roofied. Stay with a large group or stay home and drink and forget about the bar and stay safe. Thank all of you guys who joined Patreon tonight. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. It really is that sad that they have to ask for the people like that to stop. I am the devil, Tallulah. You see, I don't know, guys, if you know this or not, but the older you get, the harder hangovers are to recover from. I'll just tell you. So I would rather have 3 days of not feeling like shit because I got drunk than to having that few hours of drinking to bring the new year in. It's not worth it anymore. Easy now, David, easy. Yeah, I will be blamed for this tomorrow, that's for sure. But I will say this, and I say this all the time. If they're talking about me and things like that, they're leaving someone else alone. Norma, the main focus of my channel is true crime. However, we do also talk about anxiety, panic attacks. We talk about substance abuse. We pretty much talk about everything. For instance, if we was in here and we was talking about true crime, and somebody in the chat says I'm having a bad night, I don't feel like I can take it anymore. We'll stop the chat right in the middle of that, and we'll attend to that person that's going through a rough time. And that's just what we do. Now, with that said, we mainly like to focus on true crime here. That's that's what everyone here's number one. That's how we all came together, was true crime. Then after that, we realized that a lot of us had a lot of the same issues: anxiety, panic attacks, substance abuse, all kinds of demons. I mean, we all have vices. I mean, look, I smoke cigarettes. That's probably my worst habit I have right now. Well, it's about my own habit right now. I drink a lot of L8s. But bad habits, my worst one right now is smoking cigarettes. And if you guys could have seen me 15 years ago and the only thing I did is smoke, you'd be like, damn, you've really turned it around. So, well, Christy Andrews, welcome. You are definitely in the right place. Trouble is, you are too. Kind Heaven, you are. Any of you guys, you are. You're in the right place. It's an amazing group. We call it the Mox Familia. It's more like a family than anything. That's why I said we're going to do the Patreon to make it a smaller, intimate type feel where we can all interact with each other. That's what we're going to do there. On the YouTube channel, it's going to continue to grow and things like that, and we have to just accept that that's the way it's going to be. PTSD, chronic pain, anxiety, panic attacks. You all are in the right place. We talk about all of this. And if you think I don't know what I'm talking about, I've dealt with anxiety and panic attacks since I was 13 years old. I never had a problem with drinking alcohol. I could drink 6 beers tonight, never touch it again. I could drink 1 beer tonight, never touch it again. I've never had a problem with alcohol. When I was 30 years old, I worked in a manufacturing plant, and I worked on a job where we cut metal on a laser. Now, we had this big machine that had suction cups on it, and that was what you were supposed to use to put these big pieces of metal on there. But it was so much easier for us just to grab the metal and pull it on the machine ourselves. Well, needless to say, I hurt my back. Went to the doctor. I got a prescription of 60 Lortab, 7.5 milligrams. Not a problem. Took those, went back the next month. Guess what? I got them again. Guess what? Went back the next month. Did I really still need them then? Who knows? But I got them again. Well, this went on and on and on before I knew it. A year had gone by, and I was still taking Lortab 7.5. Well, I don't know if I do know that a lot of you guys know that when you take a pain pill a day, you're going to need 2 tomorrow, 3 the next day, and so forth. You build a tolerance, and you always need more. So I started buying them on the street when I would run out because I was doubling up on them. Then I got taking what was called Percocet 30 milligrams. They're a very high milligram oxycodone pill. And after that, it was over for me. I was a full-blown hooked uh, opiate addict, opioid addict, whatever you want to say, pain pill addict. And that went on for about probably 3 years. I finally one day said, I can't do this anymore. Uh, One thing, my daughter was about 4 years old at the time. I went to rehab. I stayed in rehab 6 months, and I've been clean since Super Bowl Sunday 2011. So, just so you guys know, I do know a little bit about what I'm talking about. And if you guys are, and I'll tell you this too, guys, when you're jonesing for something, and if you guys have been hooked on something, you know exactly what jonesing means. It means you're wanting it. Well, if you guys are ever wanting something, you're jonesing for it, you need something so bad you can't stand it. Do you know that most of those, I can't even think of the word I'm looking for, cravings, the cravings that you go through will only last about 5 minutes. So if you can distract your mind for 5 to 10 minutes, you're gonna get through it. And I'll be honest with you. People say you have to take it one day at a time. That's not even true. You have to take it 1 minute at a time. 1 minute at a time. I had a saying: one is too many, and a million's never enough. And if you've ever been hooked on pain pills, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This whole room I'm sitting in here right now could be completely full of pain killers, and it would not be enough. And I've shared this before, and I'll share it again. Somebody asked me in rehab one time. They said, "Why do you take this for? Uh, what does it do for you?" And my answer was simple. I said, "It's not what it does for me anymore. It's what it does to me if I don't have it now." Now you think about that for a minute. You, when you're hooked and you're a full blown addict, you don't take it to get high anymore, guys. You don't. You take it so your body can just feel normal for that a period of time. And that's the God's honest truth. And if you withdraw from painkillers, it will be the worst withdrawal of your life, in my opinion. I really can't say that because I've really not withdrawed from eating. I looked at Heather's comment, eating a lot of chocolate. Yeah, it's like the flu times 1,000. That's basically what it is. Your bones ache, your muscles ache, the worst thing for me was your legs will not stop. They won't stop in the middle of the night. They twitch and they shake and they, oh my God, it's just unbelievable. It's physically ill. Just like I said, it's not what it does to me, it's what it does to me if I don't have it. And thank God that's been 8 years ago and I don't have to deal with that anymore. And I'll tell you this is how serious I am about my recovery, guys. 3 years ago, when I was 40 years old, I had my tonsils out. Well, I don't know if any of you guys have ever had that surgery. People think tonsillitis surgery is not that bad a surgery. If you're 7 or 8 years old, it's nothing. You go in, you breeze right through it. If you have your tonsils out at 40 years old, it is a major surgery. They're going in your throat and cutting out two large pieces of meat that they could easily cut anything in your throat. It's a major, major surgery. So at 40 years old, I had these two large tonsils cut out of my throat, and I have what's called kissing tonsils. It means they touched. They didn't even have to be infected, they touched. So at night, I had to wear, I can't even think of what it's called anymore because I don't wear it anymore, the breathing machine. I don't wear it anymore, is why I can't think of the name of it. But I was wearing a machine at night, so I wouldn't never stop breathing, and I had my tonsils out. Well, now I don't have to wear the breathing machine anymore. But here's the thing, guys. My doctor told me, he said, I'm going to prescribe you Percocet 10 milligrams to get you through this. And I said, I don't need it. And he said, oh, yeah, you're having surgery. You have to take something for 24 hours. And I said, no, I don't care if you give it to me. CPAP, that's what it is. I said, I don't care if you give it to me. I'm not taking it, so you're just wasting your time. So anyway, he didn't write it for me. I went to Walmart and I bought a bottle of liquid Tylenol. And that's what I took to get through it, to get through a major surgery, because that's how serious I am about my recovery, and that I'm not going to get back on. The only way I would take painkillers if they were given to me intravenously while I was knocked out or something like that would be the only way I would take it. Oh, I just seen something. Oh, that's awesome, Christy. Tell her congratulations. 2 years is a big deal. It really is. Hell, one day is a big deal. But you know what? Here's the way to look at it. If you can go 1 day, you can go 2 days. If you can go 2 days, you can go 4 days. Don't get me wrong, guys. There's going to be some discomfort if you're going to withdraw. There is. There's no way around it. But all these people that say that it's terrible and you can't do it, it's false. You can do it. Will you be uncomfortable? Yes. But aren't you uncomfortable now being an addict to something that you can't get off of? Doesn't that make you uncomfortable? It did me. So with that said, I guess I'll let you guys go for the night. I'm going to finish my cigarette, and then I'm going to take off. And I will be back on tomorrow. But hey, a round of applause to everybody that's gotten off of that stuff. And that's why I have a problem with Big Pharma. And let me say this too, guys, because I know there's a lot of people that need pain medication. There really is. And there's nothing wrong if you take it like you're prescribed and you don't abuse it. People do need it. I hope I haven't come across with that kind of thing. But if you were like me, I was abusing it. And that's just as simple as it is. I was abusing it. So it is what it is. I'm a changed person. February, I can't remember the actual date. I just know it was Super Bowl Sunday in 2011. So if any of you guys are wanting to quit and you need somebody to talk to, shoot me an email. And as long as I can find out you're not somebody that's just going to, being sent by like another channel just to aggravate me or something, perhaps we can text or something. But if any of you guys are wanting to go through something like that, yeah, and there's nothing wrong with this, Lee, not whatsoever. If you're 100% compliant, just know I'm an RN, have been for 17 years. All of these things you guys are listing is something I deal with on a daily basis. Just remember, no amount of anxiety will change in the future. Day by day is all. Yeah. I will probably be on around 2 or 3 Eastern time. So in the UK, that will be around 7 or 8 p.m. 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern time is probably when I'll come on. Somewhere in that area. I'll try to set a notification up a couple hours ahead of time. But like I said, guys, if you ever have any questions for me, I'm free to talk to you. We are going to have the Patreon group that's going to be a little bit more, intimate. If you want to join that, do that. But not, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you guys. Thank you for spending your Saturday night with me. I love you guys more than you know. Good night, guys.